Is it morning? It's still morning, right? Good morning. Good morning, everyone. It is hot. It is hot. It is extremely hot. It is hot. I'm trying to check the temperature. But if the video is shaky, I do apologize. I'm on the go. I'm coming from church, and I put it on the phone holder so that I can record. But what I'm going to do is, I have no signal here. I have no signal here. Is it here? Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop because I don't like that it's shaking, and I'm not going to hold my phone. It's not safe. I won't do that. But I'm at a red light now. Hold on just a... Okay. So, you guys, I hope your Sunday is going amazing. I hope everything in your life is going great. Even if it's not, it's okay. And I pray that everything goes well for you in every way possible. Um, in every way possible. I say this in the most sincere part of me. So for this video, I'm sorry. Sometimes I start thinking about, like, because I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing, and I'm at the light and I might turn. So I'm okay. A quick prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, I thank you for everything that you're doing and everything that you're continuously doing. I'm sorry if I'm looking in and out and just looking at the light. Thank you for everything that you're doing. Thank you for this day that you have created, Lord. I thank you for whoever is watching this video. I pray that you help them in any way possible that they need, Lord, and you provide everything that they need and show them your way and guide them through everything that you want them to do, so that they understand this phase of their life is not the end, that you're always there for them, Father. And I come to you not because I am worthy of soul, but in your Son's name, Jesus Christ, I pray. Amen. Thank you, Lord. I did a quick prayer because I'm at the light. I don't wanna make anyone honk at me. But yes, as you see in the title, it says, if not now, then when. So I've been watching a show. It's called The Chosen. It's on an app called The Chosen app. It's free. I love the way that I love their concept about making this app free. What they do is that you can donate. You can donate so that other people could watch it. But the fact that they have the app for free is what really attracted me. It's not that I wouldn't support something for, God, but sometimes your finances are not the way they need to be, and sometimes you do try, but yeah, like, just for everyone to have the opportunity, for those who can't afford it, to be able to for them to be able to watch it and stuff like that. I really like the concept. And then when you really watch the show, there is so much in the show that is very, like, touching. And the story about Jesus, for those who've heard the different stories, that have read the scriptures, and that have known what he's done when he was on earth, know how it feels to really find a show, or a show, not that it's not a movie where it's like an hour and then, like, afterwards it's done and then they're quickly going into every scene. But I'm on season 2. They're really deep diving into everything, and then every time I watch it, I find, like, a motivation in it, you know. And I've been watching it so much that, you know, there's some stuff I've been lacking to do, but it's just the fact that I found something really positive, because I've been like, I watch so many shows, and there's certain shows I don't like because they promote violence, they promote, you know, adultery, they promote, you know, insecurities, they promote so many different things that I'm just like, this is not me. I don't want to feel these kind of feelings. I don't want to deal with these type of stuff, and I don't want to deal with depression. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with that. So every time I would pray, I would be like, God, I like I like to watch stuff. I like to watch shows. I like to watch stuff. So there's some people that don't like that, but I do. And I'm not going to pretend that I don't like watching shows and I'm not going to watch shows. No, I like to watch them, because sometimes that's just me. I learn from certain things. Like, whatever you like, do whatever you like, to be honest, because everybody has what they like and what they don't like. And then social media does promote like liking what other people like and forgetting to like what you like. And that's something I've been fighting. And I'm like, you don't like to watch shows? I do. You don't like to eat? You don't like to eat pickles? I like pickles. You don't like what is something that people don't like? You don't like okra? I love okra. I love okra, or however they say, but in Creole it's called kalalu. I love me some kalalu. Listen, I love me some kalalu. It's life. It's everything. I love kalalu. But yeah, so I love shows and stuff. But most importantly, I love positive shows. I love inspirational movies, inspirational shows, things that make me want to be a better person, not something that's gonna make me fall into depression. No, I don't like that. So yeah, the Chosen app, their concept is really good. I love it. I love everything about the Chosen app. And when God blesses me, the day, you know, when God arranges stuff for me the way it's supposed to be, the way He wants it to be, yeah, we'll do what God wants, if that's in God's willing, you know. Anyways, but yeah, and one of the things in the show, I believe it was in season 1. It was in season 1. I believe it was when Jesus was a teenager and he was in the temple, and Mary was looking for him, and Mary couldn't find him, and she was worried, and she was like, you're young, da da da. And I don't remember exactly everything. And then she was like, it's not time yet for you to start showing who you are and all that. And he was like, if not now, then when? And then when Jesus had gotten older and he had told Marie the same thing, he said, well, right now it's not the time yet for people to know. They will know soon. And she was like, if not now, then when? And that's why I put this title, because like it's 3 different things that I've been thinking about lately. The first thing is, and then it relates to it, and they were preaching about it in church in the sermon today, and it was just like, Pauline, if not now, then when? Like, why are you waiting for a time? So with my YouTube channel and how I started the videos I started posting, it was based on something I was inspired. I was just like driving and I felt inspired, and I'm like, hey, let me stop the car and let me share what I'm feeling right now, because I went through a whole lot of stuff, like where I was like really depressed and everything, and I was in a moment where I'm like, God, please guide me and show me like how to be better, because I don't like this feeling. I don't like feeling like this. And then I ended up being able to find a church that I go to right now. And when I went there after church, which is something I don't do because I'm really, really shy. Like, when I first meet people, I get really shy around them. That's just how I am. I'm not really the type of, like, a person where but I do have a side of me where I'm okay with saying hi to people, but then I'm really shy. It's, it's kind of unbalanced. And I remember they were making announcements. They're like, oh, go to something in church called Best Next Step. And I was like, I'm not even a church member. And when they were saying that, I'm not even a church member. How am I going to be joining these people's stuff and serving and stuff like that? I'm like, I do want to serve. I do want to help the community, but how am I going to do this? And then in the sermon, the pastor was saying certain churches, you have to be a member, you have to do this to be a part of certain stuff. Over here, we want everyone to feel free to do this, da, da, da. And I was just like, okay, God, I see you. I see you talking to me, so I will not disobey. So after church, I went and sat in that room, watched the video that they showed me. I kid you not. As soon as I finished watching that video, I signed up to be a part of different things in the church. I'm currently a part of their production team, and I did apply for other stuff, but I really like the production team. I love everything about production because it's something that I'm behind the scenes. I'm like literally into. Like, my first YouTube, when I was first doing YouTube, I edited myself without any help, like anything, just through little things I didn't know. I would go to like YouTube and find some videos. But yeah, and I kid you not, that was the best decision I made for myself. Like, I literally felt like I was inside the room with Jesus himself and God. Literally. Because all the things that I was feeling when I walked in the door for church is the exact things that we started talking about without me even telling them. And I was like, you know what? This is exactly how I felt. This is exactly how I felt. This is exactly how I felt. And I was like, yes, I'm feeling depressed. Yes, I'm feeling anxiety. I'm feeling all of those things. And then we talked about it. When I left that room, it's like I left all of those behind. I left all of those behind. And ever since then, I made a decision. I'm like, you know what? I don't care who I lose through this journey. I don't care who comes in my life and goes out of my life. As long as I have Jesus, I'm good. And I say this with all of me. And the thing that I've been fighting with lately is just videos that I should post on social media. Because I've always had an issue with what people will think about what I do, or what people will say when I post them, or criticism. Because I am, like, I say I don't mind being criticized and all that, but like certain criticisms I do have an issue with. And it's something that I've been praying on. I'm like, God, please take this away from me, because if this is what you're calling me for, I cannot care, not care, but I cannot allow criticism to make me feel weak, or to make me not want to do certain stuff because of what people are going to think. So the thing I've been telling myself is that before I post any video, I gotta genuinely feel this about the video, because I want to come genuine. I want whoever hears my video or sees my video or like stumbles upon like my channel to really have like to really feel like, hey, I'm being genuine about what I'm saying, and that like I truly feel this way, because a lot of people are fake on social media, and that's the reason why I didn't want to feel like that. But then again, like, just when I picked up my phone and put if not now then when, I I thought about it. I'm like, seriously, if not now then when am I gonna be able to tell people and help people the way I want to help them? When is that going to happen, you know? And then I started the live, and I was gonna do it while I was driving. I'm like, not such a good idea, because the video is shaking. I don't like when videos are shaking, and I don't want to like hold my phone while I'm driving, because I'm although I can be aware of the road, but I'm easily distracted, and that's not a good idea. Certain people that could drive and talk on the phone and do all those things at the same time, but it's not something I'm really good at, and I'm not gonna continue doing that because it's not safe. I've been telling myself that a lot, and it's a bad habit that I'm training myself to stop doing, because it's not good. We don't want to die out here. Not before everything that is happening currently. Not yet. Not yet. Not that I'm afraid to die. I'm not afraid to die. I just don't want to die the wrong way, which is not fulfilling what I was supposed to fulfill, to be honest. So, yes. And then I'm like, so if not now, then when, Paulinese? Like, when are you going to talk to these people about life and help them with all the things that you've experienced? So yeah, and I picked up the phone and started the live, because if you watch my last live, I said that I'm gonna do lives instead of like trying to pre-record, because for some reason, like it's not OCD. I don't have OCD, but I do have an issue with making sure that my videos are to perfection, which is not an issue, but for what I'm doing, I told myself I want to put the raw video on social media instead of like cutting it, because it's not TikTok, it's not like other little stuff that I'm doing. So I want the raw footage for YouTube, because if I go and edit it, I'll edit it, and then boom, my phone don't have space. Boom. Because I'm always taking pictures. I'm always doing a lot of like screenshots and stuff. And then I don't like deleting stuff. And yeah, and then I won't have space and all that. So I came up with the idea, just do the live video. Although nobody might not watch it, it's fine. And then just upload it afterwards. So that's what I will be doing. Oh, excuse me. I'm not tired, but yes. So that's pretty much what I told myself, because like although like someone will not feel like I'm genuine, but I know myself and I know I'm genuine, and I truly want somebody to be helped by the video, you know, because like I know all the things that I've experienced are not for no reason, and for me to still, after everything I've gone through, for me to still want to be able to help somebody truly shows that, hey, whatever you went through is not just for you to go through. So whoever is out there and you're feeling lonely right now, like, think about what is it that's making you feel lonely. Because I've felt that way before. I felt that way in my last relationship. Like, although we were together and we were always on the phone, I was not happy. I was not happy at all. Like, I would tell him or do things that were satisfying to him, or things that like things that he don't like, I wouldn't do and stuff. And I was just like, this, and there was always something inside me like, this is not you. Why are you doing this? And I'm like, then what am I? Who am I? What am I gonna do? What am I? Where am I gonna go? Like, if I don't have him, what am I gonna have? If I don't have him, if I don't have these friends, who am I going to have? Like, how am I gonna feel okay being by myself? How am I gonna feel fulfilled? How am I gonna feel satisfied? It's like I was always thirsty for a water that I could not find. I could not find it in friends. I could not find it in my parents. I could not find it in social media. I could not find it with drinking alcohol. I could not find it with smoking. None of that. Like, yes, I've experienced them, and it's like, I'm like, on TV they show you if you drink, you're on the moon, you're on the glass, and I'm like, okay, well, when I drink, I feel like the world's finna crash on me. And then and then like, I would tell my parents or talk to my parents. My dad would like motivate me and stuff like that, but it's like whatever they were telling me was not enough. I'm like, maybe getting on my back will satisfy what I'm feeling. Like, I'm feeling empty, I'm feeling lonely, I'm feeling like I need someone there to hug me, to like cuz what I was desiring is for somebody to be there with me, not like on my back, not like not like somebody who's always talking to me, because there are times I want to be alone, there are times that I don't want to be around people, but I wanted people that would understand that, and that would still be there for me physically, that would still be there for me emotionally. But I cannot find that in anybody, because if you push somebody away, they run. And then a relationship was not fulfilling to me because I was not being myself. I was not doing things that I like to do. I was doing whatever he liked to do, because I thought that would make us last forever. But then again, doing whatever he liked to do, he didn't like that. So it's like, and then friends, be around friends, it's like, I'm missing something. There was a missing piece that I could not find anywhere. And I searched, I cried, I fasted, and I did everything to see if I can find that, and I could never ever find that, to be honest. Like, it was just not there at all. Like, and then I would tell people my issues or my insecurities, and they would use it against me. And I'm like, and because I'm the type of person, whatever I'm feeling, I talk about it. And then people will say, you talk too much. People will say, you're doing too much. And I'm like, okay, let me do less. Let me stop being myself. I stopped being myself. I stopped being who I am. And then I got insecurities. I got to the point where, like, I was comparing myself, because today our pastor was saying that at church today, like, I started comparing myself, and I started like trying to be like everyone else, like wanting what people have on social media, it was just like, and then I would get tired, because it's like, this is not me. Like, I've seen a video, I forgot that pastor's name, but what he said was that a lion in a zoo, like, basically there's a lion in a zoo that that grew up in the zoo, that never experienced outside, like the wilderness and like their natural habitat, but they keep it in a cage. And when he said, why do they keep it in a cage, I was struck right there. I was like, no, for real, why do they keep him in a cage? If you train him to be normal, if you train him to not want to hurt people, why do you keep it in a cage? Why? And then when he got to the second part of his motivation, of his like, of what he was saying in the reel, which is on Instagram, it's like a short 30-second video, and then he said like something about, they know that but in the inside, no, because if you think about it, if he's in a cage, then they know that it gets violent. First, one day or something, that lion will get violent, will do something, and that's why they keep it in that cage, to not be able to do certain things and not fulfill its natural instincts or natural talents or abilities. And when he said that you are in a job that you don't like, and you're in a job, you're in a relationship, you're in a friendship, you're in this and you're in that, and you feel like there's something out there for you. That's how I felt. I felt like there was something out there for me. And I searched and searched and searched and searched and searched. And I was searching the wrong way. I was searching the wrong way. I even pushed myself to a point where I'm like giving myself the excuse of what other people say about church, and be like, because I was raised in church, and then like church didn't go so well for me, because I've had people in church that did not like me. I don't know why. And that's where I had the thing where I want to please people and like be a people's pleaser. And then because I grew up with them, and that's all I knew. I knew them. But I felt like they did not want me, and I wanted to be wanted because my dad was not around and all that. And then that didn't go so well for me with church. I got kicked out of the church because of so many things that they said on me to the pastor, and the pastor's like, we can't do this no more and all that. And then I come out here, and I know God, and I know what the Bible says, but again, I wanted to be wanted in the world. I wanted the world like to feel like, you know, feel pretty, and probably somebody would want me and all that. And that's where I was. And then I go and I'm out here, and I'm still searching and gave myself that excuse that church is not the place to be, because people make you feel more insecure than you already are. People make you feel more judged than you already feel, that you judge yourself, because you're your biggest judge, you're your biggest criticizer. And I learned that every day, and I had to scream at myself the other day and be like, listen, stop it. Like, just like that. And kept searching and searching until like not too sure where I stopped, because it just stopped out of nowhere. But yes, I was searching and searching and could not find that's to be satisfied. It's like nothing satisfied me. It's like I was hungry and I could nothing, like I was never full. I would eat, but that's not the food. You know when you have a craving, and until you get that craving, until you eat what you've been craving, nothing satisfies you. You're just like, okay, it's food, it makes me full, but I'm not satisfied at all. And that's how I felt. That's how I felt. I'm trying to put the air close to the phone so that it doesn't get overheated again. And then I don't have that much time left, but basically all that searching, I could not find anything. I've searched every single part of the world and could not find it. until I went into the church that I went to, that I'm currently going to, and spoke to the people that I spoke to. And ever since then, I cut off everything, everyone. Like, I have hellos and goodbyes with people, but the way I would like talk and be on the phone for hours, no, as Pastor Charles was saying, Charlie, excuse me, as Pastor Charlie Hughes was saying today, he said that at this time that you're feeling lonely is probably the time that God wants you closer to him. And there was a lot of times where God would put me in a place where I'm by myself. Like when my dad was gone, I was in a house with like guardians, but I was alone. No kids in the house, nobody. Like, and then when I was in my relationship, he's a truck driver, so he would never be around, and I was alone. And then fast forward, and then when I got, if you watched my other video where I said this is my testimony, I had went to a psych ward, and I was there alone, nobody, and I was not in the right mental state, and things were confusing. I was there alone. And then now all those 3 times I felt lonely and felt like I needed somebody to be there. But now that I found a church and I'm going to church, I'm alone. I'm not gonna lie. I'm alone. I don't call nobody. The only people I do call, we have busy lives and we'll check on each other here and then. But those are the few people that I speak to, like my sister, for sure. We don't speak that much, but on, like, you understand, because we have busy lives, and I have a lot that I'm not dealing with, but a lot that I'm doing right now, and devoting my time to really get to know God and train myself to really get to know him, because it's not easy to surrender to the Lord. It's not easy because you're gonna feel like the pastor was saying, you're gonna feel like your life is gonna change and you're not gonna have friends, you're not gonna have nobody. Why be around a bunch of people that don't make you feel that you should be yourself? That's a question I always ask myself when I start feeling like I need to call my old friends and all that. I'm like, why are you calling this person knowing that this person is gonna make you feel lonely, make you feel like they don't really care about you? I'm like, okay, and I run to God, and I continue to watch The Chosen, and I listen to gospel music, and just stay to myself and be like, this is who you are. You're not the person that needs to be around everybody, because what they do, you don't do. How they move, you don't move. How they talk, you don't talk. What they say, you don't say. And how they live their life is not how you want to live your life. So stay where you are. Be that person. If you feel like you need somebody right now, you need Jesus. Jesus is who you need to run to right now. He is the person you need to run to. It's not going to be easy to run to him because you're like, I don't see him. Or you listen to what you see on TV, like, he doesn't exist. He's judgmental. He's this. He's that. But he was human like we were. He was here on this earth. He was crucified on the cross, the most brutal type of death. Like, he was alive when they were hammering nails in his hand. He was there. And Lord, he felt those pain. When you get burnt, he felt those. He got cut. He stood on his feet to give healing, and felt how it felt when you stand on your feet for 15 hours to a shift that really you don't like, but you're doing it because you got bills. Of course, that's understandable. But the time that you're by yourself, think about what you like and ask God for guidance. Ask him to guide you to do what really brings you satisfaction, because he's the only person that can truly quench your thirst, that can satisfy you of whatever thirst that you have, whatever hunger that you're feeling. He's the only person that can do it. No boyfriend can do it. No girlfriend can do it. No mama, no daddy, no friend, no child. Nothing can do it. Like, you can have kids, yes. Having a child makes you have unconditional love. I don't know how that feels. I can't say that, but none of that can satisfy the type of emptiness that you have in you, the darkness that you have in you, whatever you have in you that you feel like is not you. You're in that cage. You're in that cage and you're pacing around that cage and you're wondering, what is it that I have that I'm looking for that I can't find anywhere else? What is it? He has the power. He is able to move mountains that cannot be moved. He is the one. So when you feel those type of way, run to him. Run to him. He has all the answers. Whether you feel like he's not going to be able to do it, but trust me, the day that you step out that comfort zone and you run to God, it's over. It's over. You won't have the need to be like everybody else on Instagram. You won't have the need to want to be loved by somebody that does not love you. You won't have to cut yourself. You won't have to feel depressed. You won't have to feel that you're going to feel like you want to end everything. You won't have that, because he is there. And the more you get closer to him, the more confident, the more confident you feel, the more happy you feel. Like, every day I wake up, I feel like it's a brand new day to be better. Every day that I wake up, I feel like there's nothing that can stop me from where I'm trying to go. And no matter how many times I talk about what my story is, can't nobody criticize me and make me feel little. Nobody, because my story can help somebody else. And I don't care how anybody feels. If you feel like, oh, she's trying to be a godly woman, but she used to like girls. She used to have a boyfriend that made her feel insecure. She used to be in a toxic relationship. She used to do this. She used to do that, and she's trying to tell me to be a better person or whatever. If that makes your insecurity feels better just to put me down, trust me, the God I serve will not allow me to feel that. Not the God I serve. Like, I feel the confidence I feel right now, can't nobody take it away. And it's so easy for me to catch somebody that is being ungenuine to me. It's so easy, because every time any little behavior that happens around me, because I'm so, like, I'm at a moment right now where I'm like, no, this cannot be around me. This cannot be around me. Like, any little move anybody does, you say a certain comment, cut off. You look at me a certain way, cut off. You just like say something, any little thing, cut it off. I cut it off. You know why I cut it off? Because where I am right now, if I let anybody take me back, I'm telling you, I'm not letting you take me back without a fight. I'm fighting. If that means I'm blocking you, I'm telling you about yourself, and I'm showing you that, hey, if you take me back this place, it's over. Like sometimes like the last person I cut off, it was because just a comment that they had. It was just a comment that, and I was just like, what? Like, nope. The way I was like speaking to them, I don't speak to them that way no more. And there was a point where I'm like, dang, you really stopped talking to them. How are they gonna feel about that? And that's you remember, I like a few minutes ago I was saying, that's when I yelled out myself and I said, Palamise, stop it. I said, stop it. Like I had a whole entire, I don't know how long my conversation was with myself in the car. I was like, you know what? Who cares? Sometimes you have to do that with yourself. Who cares? If this person doesn't like your standards, like for example, you're dating somebody and the person is saying, oh, you're doing too much, like you're too complicated. I'm complicated? Oh, okay. Well, get somebody less complicated, to be honest, because I'm not the one. Like, I had to tell myself that, because I had a similar situation with a guy that I'm talking to, and he started like given signs, and I was just like, and then he was like, oh, you're doing too much. And I was like, am I doing too much? I started questioning myself, and I'm like, snap out of it. Snap out of it, sister. I'm like, he has a problem with your standards, because what you have are standards. You are not putting your hands on him. You're not calling him out of his name. You're not making him feel insecure. You're just telling him, this is how I want to be treated. And if you cannot treat me that way, you need to get the step. You need to get the stepping. And you want to do the silent treatment and make me want to question like, hey, like, are you doing too much and all that? And I'm like, no sir, no sir. If you're trying to be in my life, you better come correct or don't come at all. And I was telling myself, hey, you need to stop it, Palamise. He doesn't like it, who cares? He doesn't want to be with you, who cares? You don't need nobody but Jesus. That's what I told myself. You don't need nobody, because right now where you are, if you settle, you're going to be poor for the rest of your life. That's how I feel about myself. That's what I tell myself. I'm like, if you settle with a man, you settle with any friends, you're going to be poor for the rest of your life. And I hate that feeling. And once I tell myself poor physically, emotionally, you know why? Because when I couldn't satisfy those wants, I felt poor. I felt poor. I may not have the latest clothes, I may not have everything, but where I am right now, I feel like a millionaire. I feel like $1 million. I feel like if you come into me, you gotta feel like $1 million too to be around me. Cause what I'm sharing, I don't need nobody to dim my light. I don't need nobody to be a hater around me. I don't need nobody to make me feel like I'm not what God created me to be. I'm one of his best beings. When I say the best beings, I'm talking about his best creation. He says that you are my best creation and I love you the most. And I feel that love. And I hear an amen. But no, for real, like, that's how I feel. I feel like $1 million. I feel like I'm more than enough. Like, I am who I am. I'm going to live the life that I want. I'm going to be the person that I want. I'm going to do what I want to do, because that's what I desire. Whatever I desire, I get. Whatever I want, I get. Whatever I feel like is for me, I go for. And ask God for guidance at the same time, so I don't do what I'm not supposed to do. Because that's how I feel with being fed. That's it. We're being fed. That's the word right there. We're being fed. I don't need anything. I don't need anything. And people may not hear what I'm saying. It's okay. I'm letting what I have, the fire I have inside, out. And that's the place, y'all. It starts with Jesus. It starts with praying. Praying is not easy. I'm not going to tell you, hey, pray, 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 pray. Praying is not easy. Praying is what you make of it. If if for where you are right now, you feel like saying a few words a day, do it. Listen to gospel music. Do it. Because it's going to pull you closer. Those things pull you closer to him, to be honest. So yeah, it was great speaking to y'all today. I have to go, and I hope you have a blessed rest of your Sunday, and I hope to talk to you soon. You have a great rest of your day. Oh.